Hey there, Joy Seeker. Welcome back for more Jenn Juice. I'm Jenn Zingmark, your LDS life and divorce coach, here to help you navigate the challenges of divorce with faith, grace, and resilience. Happy New Year, friends. Welcome to a brand new year. Can you feel the excitement of a fresh start in the air? I am, and I love it. Today, I am diving into something powerful: reflection and renewal, to help you step into 2025 stronger and more focused and full of faith than ever before. Let's turn the page on last year and set the stage for your best year yet. If 2024 felt like a roller coaster for you, you are not alone. But guess what? I've got a really good feeling about 2025. It is going to be an amazing year for you and for me. It is your year to shine, and I'm going to help you do that. I want 2025 to be your best year yet. And that's why I promise to bring you the best teachings on healing, deepening your faith, and transforming your life and creating the life you dream of, even after divorce. I want to start this year with a reflection and renewal. So let's take a few minutes together to reflect on this last year, uncover the lessons, celebrate your wins, evaluate your losses from a non-judgmental, loving place, and set the stage for your best year yet. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to get all of my latest videos. So let's get started. Here is the truth, friend. Divorce may have flipped your world upside down, but it doesn't mean that your best days are behind you. In fact, this can be the start of something bigger and better than you ever dreamed of. So we're going to start this year with a reflection and renewal. I will share 3 simple steps for completing your reflection and renewal. This is essential for reviewing last year and planning for success in the year ahead. The first step is to start with a review. I started doing this a few years ago, and every time I do, I am surprised by what I learn and I gain a better perspective for the year ahead. So I review the entire previous year, looking specifically at the highlights, the special events, also the trials, the miracles, and the blessings. So I look back over my entire calendar from the previous year, and that helps me recall the main events. And then I make a list of all of these things: highlights, miracles, trials, and blessings. Starting with the highlights, it really enables you to get a clear picture of the main events that happened throughout the last year, and it helps you clearly separate the facts and the circumstances from your thoughts and feelings about them. Once you have this list of highlights or special events throughout the year, then I want you to look for your wins, areas where you reached your goals and accomplishments that you're proud of. One of my wins over the last year was achieving a family goal. We set a goal as a family to go on a hike once a month, every month last year. We missed a couple of months, but we did complete 10 hikes as a family last year. And I am so glad that we did. If we hadn't set this goal, we would have never done it. This goal was our youngest daughter's idea, and she's a senior this year. So these are our last few months with her, and she won't be around next year. So I'm so glad we're taking the time to create these memories, get outside, enjoy nature, and have fun together. We all worked together to plan our hikes, and I'm so grateful that we did. This is a huge win for all of us. So make sure you are looking for wins in lots of different areas of your life, including your physical and spiritual areas, social, intellectual, family, and your business. So if you set goals in all of these areas at the beginning of last year, go back and review your goals. Assess how far you came in meeting your goals. What areas did you meet and exceed your goals? What areas did you just make progress? And are there areas that you forgot about completely? Because I sure did. When I went back and reviewed my goals from last year, we had set a family goal to review our goals and write in our journals every month on Fast Sunday. Well, we completely forgot about this goal. We didn't do it one time. Yes, I reviewed my goals and I wrote in my journal, but we didn't do it together as a family. And oh, well, we totally forgot. And now I realize that we never did it. So there's no judgment, just review and awareness and a decision to recommit to doing this year. And I think we're going to adjust and figure out a better system that will work for all of us. I'll keep you posted on what we decide. One of my spiritual goals was to read the Book of Mormon over the course of last year and stay current with the Come Follow Me reading schedule. This is another win for me. Some weeks were more challenging than others, but I did read the entire Book of Mormon from start to finish, and I studied lots of additional Come Follow Me resources throughout the year. And I have grown my testimony of the Book of Mormon so much. I feel like my understanding and for sure my testimony of the Book of Mormon has grown exponentially. So I'm so very proud of this. So what are you proud of? What went really well? What worked and what didn't? What are your highlights, trials, and blessings of last year? The second step to reflection and renewal is to reflect. So I want you to think about the lessons that you can learn from your life, all the events and everything that happened last year. Have you heard of the concept that life or the Lord will give you the same trials until you learn the lessons that you need to from them? I sure have. Dr. Phil says it this way: only you can create value out of any life experience or situation. No one else can do that for you. So I'm not exactly sure how the Lord works, but I do believe there is truth and wisdom that comes from seeking to learn from all of our experiences. And I also believe that God allows trials to test our faith. He doesn't do it with the expectation that we will fail. He wants us to deepen our faith and to learn greater dependence on Him. And many times that happens by taking one step forward and two steps back. So if you feel like that's what's happened in your life, you're not alone. We all do that, friend. No one's life goes exactly how we plan, but if divorce was part of your life last year, then your life really had an unexpected turn. But I believe the greater the surprise or the amount of change that you experience in your life, the more lessons that you can learn from that change if you want to. One of the best ways that you can learn lessons that life has to offer you and gain new perspectives from your experiences is to ask yourself questions. And one of my favorite questions to ask myself and consider is, how is this happening for me? What if all of this, everything in my life, is happening exactly the way that it should? And what am I making it mean? Ask yourself, what worked and what do I want more of in my life? And what didn't work? And what do I want to change? What am I creating in my life? And how do I want to show up in my life? What did you learn that you didn't know before that you want to take with you into the future? Take some time to really think about and learn from your life experiences. Actually, take notes on your own life and learn from the experiences that you have. This is different from just failures that you want to beat yourself up with. Don't do that. In fact, I want you to leave all of that in the past and let it go because you won't need that where you're going in the future, friend. You only want to take the lessons from your failures, not beat yourself up for any failures or mistakes that you've made. So, what did you create for yourself over the last year? What lessons can you learn from your experiences? How have you changed for the better? If you could talk to yourself 1 year ago, what would you say? And how will you use this information in planning for this year coming up? I want you to spend some time answering these questions and developing lessons curated just for you in this season of your life. One lesson that I learned last year is that God is always working in our children's lives. And we may not see how, we may not understand how He could possibly be working in their lives when it seems like they may be way off track. I won't go into all of the details about my kids' lives to respect their privacy, but this is a powerful lesson that the Lord beautifully taught me after several painful years of watching one of my children struggle mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I wouldn't say that everything is perfect now, but we have seen huge changes in this child's life over the course of last year. And I can now see how this child's painful journey has brought about beautiful, unexpected miracles in their life. And I know that God is in all of it. I can testify of that for you and for myself. I know that God is in your life and in your children's lives. So when you feel worried, let this be a reminder to you that God is there and He is working in your children's lives. Okay, the third step in reflection and renewal is renewing your commitment to improving this year and making this year better than last year. I want you to get better moving forward. Even when you're burdened with the trials of life, we can choose to press forward. Don't we all love watching those inspirational movies about the brave men and women who persevere and overcome challenges to become terrific heroes against all the odds? We all do. We all love it. You can be the hero in your own life. Brooke Castillo says the discomfort of doing hard things is the price to pay for success. Hard is not a reason not to do something. It is the exact reason to do something and keep going. If your ultimate goal for doing the hard things that you're facing is to become better and grow into a better version of yourself, the version that God wants you to be, then you will achieve it. And do you know what happens when you do hard things for all the right reasons? You learn what more you are capable of. You actually change your own mind about what you really are capable of, and you grow stronger in the process. I feel like we all get complacent or just a little bit too comfortable when our lives are relatively calm. Sometimes we can even lack the motivation that we need or a reason to push ourselves to learn and to grow. But when you're facing divorce, you have to make a decision about how you're going to live your life and how you're going to create the future ahead of you. There are strong, brave souls who experience extreme setbacks and difficulties and move forward through those storms to find that they reach an altitude where they can actually spread their wings and fly, ride the wind. This is what I want for you, friend. Use your divorce challenges to grow better and become stronger and thrive. So, I want you to ask yourself some questions to help you commit to growing better in 2025. First, who must I become to make this year my best year yet? Consider the mindset, the energy, and the actions that you will need to align yourself with the goals that you have for your future. Number two, what is one exciting idea or project that you have dreamed of doing that you can finally start this year? Whether it's big or small, something that feels meaningful and achievable. Number three, what should you let go of? What habits, commitments, or even doubts are holding you back to fully embrace 2025? Remember, creating space can often be the most powerful first step to success. Number four, what daily practice can I adopt to build consistent momentum and bring joy in my life throughout this year? Focus on consistency, not perfection. And number five, what part of myself deserves more recognition, care, and celebration? Let this year be a year to honor your unique gifts that you bring to the world. How do you want this year to be different than last year? And what will you do differently, better, even just a little bit better, 10% better? Where do you want to be 1 year from now? Write it down and then take steps to make it happen. The bigger, better life that you want after divorce is possible for you, friend. And the more impossible the goal, the more you will have to grow, the more you will have to create, and the more you will have to learn to make it happen. But that's when all of a sudden life becomes more fantastic and amazing, friend. Everything becomes much more exciting and less stagnant. And I know from talking to many of you that that's what you're looking for. So do this exercise. Take my 3 steps to reflection and renewal. Review, reflect, and recommit to make your life better than ever in 2025. I want to challenge you to get better moving forward. Choose to make your future better than your past. And the hard part of life can make you grow stronger. I hope that you can feel my enthusiasm and that it's contagious and that it inspires you to think about the changes that you want to make in your life. And most importantly, that you believe me when I tell you you can have a wonderful, beautiful life in your future, even better than the one you had before your divorce, but only if you believe it's possible. Divorce or any other hardship you have experienced is not the end of your happiness or success, friend. There is life after divorce and possibly a much better life than the one you had before or even imagined for yourself or for your children. Trust that God has a unique purpose for you and your family, even in this season of change. When we put our faith in God and trust that His plans for our lives are far better than anything we can imagine, we will see miracles. And if you haven't seen those miracles yet, don't give up because God is not finished working in your life. You have the power within you to change the trajectory of your life forever and have a generational impact on your family. Let's do it together, friend. Join me in 2025, and I can help you build a better life after your divorce. Choose to have faith in your future, friend, and let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. Let's make 2025 an amazing year together. And find the joy, friends. It is there if you choose to find it. You've got this. Bye, y'all.